Mosque, the symbol of a place of worship for Muslims in the mosque, or English equivalent called mosque, is a place of worship for Muslims. Mezquita herself is from Mezquita, Spain. In addition to serving as a place of worship, a mosque is the site of Muslim deliberation to solve problems that arise in society. Then mosque also serve as vessels to increase the intelligence and science of the Muslim. Not only that, mosques are often useful for big day celebration, building up congregation, teach, consultation, and so on. In general, a term characterizes the exterior of a mosque in Indonesia. For the interior, the Indonesian mosque often use calligraphic decoration on the wall and the platform where khatib delivered lecture. The Indonesians have a special name for mosques that are similar in size. They used to call in Segan as musyik, surau, and in the history of Islam, mosques occupy an important role in public social activities to mutilary. Next, cross for Christian. The cross was a cross for Protestant Christians to communicate with the Lord. In addition to their place of worship, cross buildings serve as facility for the construction of community. The cross as a building or structure is built with the primary purpose. The cross itself comes from the Greek word "excelclear", mean the gathering or on the exterior of the building become a particular distinctive feature of a cross. In addition, the traditional cross usually had a dome or tower at the top of the building. Next, Pura or Hindu. Hinduism, as a officially recognized religion in Indonesia, has a place of worship known as the Hindu people, while the designation was as a place of Hindu religious worship was devoted to religious leader. Hindu scattered over the Nusantara come in the early contours. That the temple building has a gate interconnected with many engraved carving. In Indonesia itself, the pura is conquered on Bali. The Viking structure was split in three, namely Ninsta Mandala, Maida Mandala, and Main Mandala. Let's discuss them one at a time. In either mandala or jaba pisan, the outer zone in the entrance to the outer environment.
Next, monastery for Buddha. Buddhism, as the oldest religion in the world, has a place of worship called the temple. A monastery as a Buddhist shrine comes from the Pali ancient Indian language, which means the dwelling or puja bhakti. In generally, the monastery as a place of worship in a complex composed of Dhammasala, Uposathuti, and Bhavana Sabha. Moreover, Viennans usually have a typical Chinese articulatory style that has mingled with local wisdom. In addition to serving as a religion center, the monastery also serves as the educational, cultural development, social development of the community, and the meeting place or inauguration of the Buddhist organization. Prayer, meditation, and reading of Parita have become a regular activity in the monastery. Next, Confucian. Confucian as the official religion recognized in Indonesia has a place of worship called temple. In some areas it is often designated by the name Tokong. The name comes from the Siamese during the ceremonial arrangement. In addition to being a place of worship, it also serves as a symbol of religious doctrine, the source of spiritual teaching, the center of social activities, the cultural meltpot, and the historical marker of the development of Chinese community. Generally speaking, it has a typical Chinese building. The appearance of an old Confucian building in the Pontic Island began the development of Confucian religion in the 17th century.